Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Yes, the Heroic Torch is here in the new medal event, and I've got a brilliant attack strategy to showcase a max level Heroic Torch in action. Because for those of you who like ground attacks, this might change the way you play the game. You don't need to worry about walls anymore. So these are friendly challenges in the developer build. We've got a couple of ice golems, we've got 8 super yetis, and of course we've got Heroic Torch, and I'd say use Heroic Torch with either Healing Tome or Rage Gem. Now, what I want to tell you is from learning from the developer build, I think you need to use this ability quickly with a good funnel. That's how I like to use it anyway. Get those troops into the base, use an overgrowth spell on the left, on the right, funnel your troops into the base. You've got 20 seconds at max level for those troops to move through walls. And as you can see, we've sort of taken out the right-hand side of the base, funnel our troops using those overgrowth spells so they get towards sort of the middle of the base and the town hall. And I do think it's a really nice piece of hero equipment. I don't think it's one of the most powerful, as in spiky ball action figure, you know, things like that. I think they're really, really overpowered. I think it's really good. I think it's a piece of hero equipment that we need, but my thoughts personally are it's really good for these ground attacks, but I'd like a bit more duration. 20 seconds is great if things go right. But if you come across some enemy clan castle troops, some ice golems, and say, hey, wait a moment, we're just here to say hello, they freeze your army there, it can sort of put your attack in danger. So even though I think overall it's brilliant and I definitely suggest getting it, obviously do some more research, don't just take my word for it. I will be getting it in the medal event, leveling it up as quickly as I can because I love ground attacks. And obviously, like I said, you're not going to have to worry about walls if things go right. Get your troops into the base. You don't need earthquake spells, jump spells, etc. And I do think it's a really good piece of hero equipment. As you can see here, guys, like I said, friendly challenge in the developer build. We're doing pretty well. And we've got the Heroic Torch and the Rage Gem. And we are going to get 3 stars. And of course, if you do get the Heroic Torch, you want to be thinking about what kind of army will be best to use with it. And guys, yes, quick reminder, do remember you can use creator code Moose in-game. I think any sort of slow-moving army, as long as you can funnel into the base, are going to be really good. All Yetis, Super Yetis, Electro Titans, something like that. But your funnel needs to be really good. You need to keep those troops in a nice sort of compact area in the Grand Warden's ability so they can get into the base. Now, I think on this base, we'll come up against some ice golems there. And as you can see, they're slowing down our main army. So that's why the funnel's so important, and also having a look where the clan castle is. I might actually suggest, you know, looking back at this replay now, sort of attack from the other side, just in case there's ice golems in there. Then you don't need to worry about that. But as you can see, Super Yeti sort of wandering through the base, through those walls. It's quite magnificent. That's why we've got those overgrowth spells there, by the way, guys. You don't need to have them. This is just a suggestion. We've got Super Yetis, a couple of clone spells, a couple of overgrowth spells. The overgrowth spells are just sort of a safety net. They can really help you funnel your troops into the base. Of course, what you could do is drop a Super Yeti or 2 and have some Yetis instead and make your funnel that way, or use siege barracks on one side of the base, couple of Yetis on the other, or the king or the queen. You can use that to funnel, but I thought the quickest way to do it, the easiest way, just an overgrowth spell on the left, overgrowth spell on the right, all the troops in the center, put down your Grand Warden, and of course what you could do, guys, is have a super wall breaker to take out that first wall and then concentrate on using the Grand Warden ability further into the base. Now, the only danger of that, if you're thinking of sort of, yeah, you know, I'll use the Grand Warden Heroic Torch ability in the center of the base, you don't know how many troops you're going to lose before you get there. So that's why I like using it early, but of course you could delay using it until you're in the center of the base. So here's our last replay. We're going for a beautiful spam attack. Watch out for the enemy Minion Prince. All our Super Yetis there, and we're going to use the Grand Warden ability. Oh yes, there we go, straight away. And it wasn't very beneficial on this base. We get through the first wall, then into the second wall, and I would say if you've got the king with this attack, make sure you've got Spiky Ball and Earthquake Boots, or at least Earthquake Boots to open up the base further. And as you can see, we've got some ice golems there, and they're going to hold up our army in the center of the base, or army. There was a couple of Super Yetis there, and it just sort of delays things and means you might not get through the next wall section. So again, guys, one thing I've learned from practicing, I like using it nice and early. Make sure you've got a really good funnel, and definitely watch out for ice golems in the enemy clan castle. I've got a feeling they're going to definitely be more popular, especially when people start using Heroic Torch for ground attacks. So yeah, it might be worth attacking from the opposite side of the base. Or if you feel like you can be a bit of an advanced attacker, maybe try and lure those ice golems away from the clan castle. You can start with an invisibility walk with a Royal Champion, trigger the ice golems, and then put a couple of troops or a furnace or something in the opposite corner, and the ice golems will wander over there. So I do think using Invisibility Walk with the Royal Champion would be a good combination. But with this video, I just wanted to give you something really simple. Loads of Super Yetis, couple of Overgrowth spells, couple of Clone spells. There you go. So guys, let me know what you think in the video comments. Will you be getting Heroic Torch? I do think it's really, really good, especially for ground attacks. If you take away a couple of tips I've told you today, my thoughts are I'd just like a little bit more duration myself, maybe 25 seconds, 30 seconds, and that would mean it'd be a bit easier to use. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. Remember, you can use creator code Moose in game, and I'll see you later for more videos using the Heroic Torch. Take care, guys. Bye.